Well, Miss Ada, this brings me to my favorite part of the show, and it is the spotlight question, the speaker spotlight. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right. So, what's one mindset shift or action you believe could transform how we approach mental health in our daily lives?
I'm going to give you a two-part answer to that question. If you knew somebody who broke their leg, and even if they did it doing something crazy like aerial skiing, where they jump out of a helicopter, onto the ski slopes, and that was how they broke their leg. Yeah, extreme sport, maybe a little bit crazy to make that choice, but you're not going to judge them as being broken as a person. You might say they're foolhardy, but you're not going to diminish the essence of who they are.
Mhm.
With mental illness, that's one of the things that we are vulnerable to doing, whether it's in ourselves or in somebody else, is that we diminish their value as an individual because they are broken,
Mhm.
because they are dot, 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 whatever. That's the first thing that I would say to that. And the second thing I would say is I've got a client, I briefly referenced her a few minutes ago. She was in depression and in therapy for 20 years, but she also is bipolar. And her depression was not clinical depression, it was normal garden variety depression. And in week two, she told me for the first time in 20 years, she felt her depression lifting. Now
Mhm.
that we're at the, near the end, we're in week 11 of a 12-week program, she's a different person, but she
Mhm.
still has bipolar.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's a combination of what you can choose to do something about and what your choices are limited in what you can do. So
Mhm.
with her bipolar, she is very diligent about staying on her meds.
Right.
With her depression, she has learned that the things that triggered that when she was 14 years old were never about her. It
Mm.
was all about somebody else's choices and all of the judgments that layered upon that over the years. And as she has owned her story and released their stories, her depression has lifted, and she's now creating a plan for her future that a few months ago she was incapable of even thinking about.
A real success story.
So it's a combination. There's things that we can manage and things we have to just simply um, make the choice to do what we need to do to change.
Well, this has been a great conversation. I'm sure people getting a lot out of it and going to make some real changes in their lives today.